Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kodash, which Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name. Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is his true name. And Rakah Kodash is the Holy Spirit. I'm also going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well in the scriptures, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing his word in all truth and all sincerity. This is Proverbs 27 and 23, and it reads, Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. And that's what us older brothers have to do. We have to be diligent to know the state of thy flocks, okay? You know, you as you get older in this truth, you have brothers under you, and you're going to have to constantly, check up on them, And there's several ways of doing that. One, you may, test them on scriptures to see if they know the breakdowns properly, answer their questions. And there's times where you're going to have to, give, goodly words to a brother, to lift up his spirit. Because, there's times where we all get weak, and, Satan and demons, they mess with you, and then you feel lowly, okay? And, we got to make sure that, those brothers, are lifted up, man. Because it says in 1 Peter 5 and 8 that Satan is as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. All right? Satan is always trying to attack us, all of us. But, a brother that just got into this truth, he's, what's the word? He's more prone to fall, okay? And not get back up. And that's due to the fact that he's not matured, okay? In the spirit. He doesn't know how to deal with the spiritual jabs, the spiritual hooks, the spiritual uppercuts that come in this truth. So us older brothers, we got to, make sure that we, check up on their, well-being, all right? That's why it says here in Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, it reads, Salakia, my bad, the 35th chapter. This is Isaiah, the 35th chapter, in the 3rd verse, and it reads, Strengthen ye the weak hands, and confirm the feeble knees. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, Be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance, even the power with a recompense. He will come and save you. And that's what we have to do. We got to strengthen the weak hands, pick up those who have feeble knees. We got to give them goodly words. We got to build them up. Give them comforting words. Via the scriptures. Maybe guide them. By telling them how to handle a particular situation. Give them your own testimonies, because a lot of times what brothers go through in this walk, you've been through it as well, so tell them how you handled it, all right, and just guide them. That's what we have to do. We got to constantly make sure that we are watching over the flock, because we're dealing with spiritual warfare here. This is an everyday battle. It's 24 hours a day. You're dealing with demons that are attacking you in all sorts of aspects of your life. It could be, physically. It could be mentally. Financially. The demons can hop on your family members that, they'll do stuff that affect you. It's all sorts of things in this truth, okay? We got to make sure that we're here for one another. This is 1 Peter 5 and 1, and it reads, The elders which I among you I exhort. And this is, Paul, not Paul Salaki, this is Peter, and he's the head of the church, okay? And he's exhorting all the elders that were at the at these other churches, that were set up. Okay, and it says, whom am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Yahushua, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. And that's the main thing that Peter said. He said, feed the flock, because Yahushua and him had a talk, and Yahushua asked him if he loved him, and Peter said yes, and he said, feed my flock, okay, feed my lambs, feed my sheep, and he stated that 3 times. Yahushua stated that to Peter 3 times, and that's why it says right there, first and foremost, feed the flock, and that's what we have to do. We got to give them this spiritual bread, this daily bread, the bread of life, okay, which is Yahushua, okay. And we got to we have to take oversight, okay, thereof. Okay, we got to make sure that those that are below us, and also even the brothers that might be above you, we got to just look out for one another. But especially those that are below you. Like I said, the younger brothers, they're newborn babes. They're gonna need more help. They're gonna need to be nurtured more. Okay, that's because their foundation isn't completely there yet. They're still trying to get I mean, we all deal with this day-to-day battle with battling that old man. But when you first get into it, you're really trying to get that old man off of you. So us older brothers, man, those of a higher position, we got to make sure that that they're okay. And that's why it says in the scriptures, I'm just gonna get it in Sirach. It says, where is it? Sirach, I think 3 or 4. Let me double check. It's a Sirach chapter. This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. And when you become greater in this truth, you gotta humble yourself, and that's gonna mean that you're gonna have to be more of a servant, because a servant is humble. He's constantly, doing what's commanded of him, not taking any breaks. Okay, and we got to be servants to our brothers. Okay, and it says in the book of Luke, which we're about to get right now, that the greater thou art, or not greater, for much is given, much is required. Okay, this is Luke 12, and I'll just get to the point at 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. Here's the main point right here. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much required. All right, so if you've been given a particular position, of rank, especially, brothers who are heads of camps, maybe, second, third, fourth, fifth in command, you're going to have a lot, to deal with. Okay. And it says, and to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. And that's right. You're going to be asked a lot out of you. Okay. Younger brothers are going to have questions. They need guidance. You're going to have to make more videos. Your time is going to be very limited. Okay. Now, back to this 1 Peter 5 and 3. It says, neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And that's what we have to do. We got to be examples to the flock. Okay? We have to, constantly be in that godly conduct. Because there's a lot of people watching us. Okay? A lot of people are watching us. And we just can't be hearers of the word. We have to be doers as well. All right? We have to be doers as well. Because this truth is about action. It's not about talk. Because this society in this world, everything is talk, talk, talk. Okay? People don't really put into the things that they say into action. Okay? But the Lord is about the works of a man, you know? The faith and their works. Okay? And, you know, this was just a quick lesson. You know, I wanted to, you know, just touch upon this topic, you know, how us brothers, you know, like I said, got to keep emphasizing, you know, the brothers of higher rank, we got to, you know, constantly watch over the flock, okay? And we got to make sure that they're in a good estate. Can't be slack, okay? Even though we get tired, you know, our bodies and our and our flesh, you know, become weak, but we got to push through that. We got to ask Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for strength, and you know, ask the Lord to give us that spirit to be leaders, okay? To push, to guide these men, you know, properly, okay? And you know, and I hope this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, brothers. Shalom.